Today's review is Affection from 2025. Affection, directed and written by B.T. Meza, is a film that delves into the unsettling realms of memory, identity, and the human psyche. This horror thriller, with a touch of science fiction, presents a narrative that is both intriguing and disorienting, much like the experience of its protagonist, Ellie, played by Jessica Rothe. The film opens with Ellie waking up in a house she does not recognize, next to a man named Bruce, played by Joseph Cross, who insists he is her husband. Their daughter Alice, played by Julianna Layne, adds another layer of complexity to Ellie's already fractured reality. The film's premise is compelling, exploring the primal fear of losing one's identity and the struggle to trust one's own mind. Ellie's journey is a metaphorical exploration of the coercive nature of traditional gender roles as she is pushed into relationships and responsibilities she cannot comprehend. The film's horror elements are not derived from typical jump scares, but from the psychological dismantling of Ellie's character, making the audience question the nature of reality and identity. Jessica Rothe delivers a powerful performance, capturing the physical and emotional turmoil of a woman trapped in a life she does not recognize. Her portrayal of Ellie is both visceral and haunting, drawing the audience into her world of confusion and fear. The film's first act is particularly strong, as it sets up a nightmarish scenario that keeps viewers on edge, unsure of what is real and what is imagined. B.T. Meza's direction is visually striking, with a focus on creating an atmosphere of unease and tension. The film's production design and cinematography contribute to this, with a few inspired shots that hint at a clearer vision than what is ultimately delivered. However, as the narrative unfolds, the film becomes bogged down by its own complexity, losing some of its initial impact. The shift from a psychological thriller to a science fiction narrative with elements of body horror may be jarring for some viewers, but it adds a layer of moral ambiguity to the story. The film's exploration of grief and loss is poignant, as it examines how these emotions can lead to unhealthy obsessions with the past. The characters are well developed, with Bruce portrayed as a complex figure whose motivations are not entirely clear. This ambiguity adds depth to the narrative, making the audience question who the true antagonist is. While Affection may not reach the heights of other films in the genre, it is a thought-provoking exploration of identity and memory. Its strength lies in its character-driven narrative and the emotional performances of its cast. The film leaves a lasting impression, prompting viewers to reflect on the nature of memory and the impact of loss on the human psyche. Despite its flaws, Affection is a memorable debut for B.T. Meza, showcasing his potential as a filmmaker with a unique voice in the horror thriller genre. That wraps up my review of Affection, and I'm giving it 3.5 stars out of a maximum of 5 stars. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this review, please like, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time at Mindset Movie Reviews.